but I'm not. There's explosions happening inside my head all the time. But I control myself because I know I can't just go ahead and slap the other person. I can't slap the other person because that is inhumane. You decide to make a right decision, a better decision than hitting someone. Um, and I feel like hitting someone is still a different conversation. I feel like hitting a child is the worst thing that you can do. I feel like even parents should not be allowed to hit their child. But teachers, they do for some reason. Like, they do not have the authority to hit a child whatsoever, but they do. And I don't know how is that allowed in schools. Like, apparently you can't wear lipstick to school. Apparently you can't wear hair clips to school. Apparently you can't paint your nails in school. But apparently you can hit a child as many times as you want, and that is okay. That is acceptable. I have so much to say, I can write a book about it. It's like, seriously, if I had the courage to say whatever I'm saying right now, I would have at the time when I was at school, because it's just so unfair and so inhumane. And whenever I speak about all the school abuse, the other person would just nod and be like, oh God, I feel so bad for you. But listening to that and actually experiencing it are two different things, because that trauma stays with you for the whole life, and you're probably scared of every other person because you have no idea how they're going to react. Are they also going to be physically abusive with me? Are they also going to think about slapping me? Are they also going to think about swearing at me? There's so much that goes on inside the child's head, and that kid is still inside me. I still have that same fear. I still have that same problem of dealing with people, and I can't deal with people anymore because I'm feeling like, am I the problem? Because as a kid, there's just so much you can control, right? You're struggling so much with yourself, and then you also have to deal with this kind of behavior which is super toxic and not allowed. But for some reason, it was allowed at my school. And I know that a lot of kids go through even worse things, but no one deserves to go through these kind of situations or these kind of behaviors or treatments. Just because you're like older than me, you do not get the authority to hit me, no matter who you are. I'm not just talking about teachers, but I've always been hit by teachers, so that's why I decided to bring up that topic. And I feel like this is so important. I needed to talk about this, and if you've been through the same situation, you should raise your voice. If you're still at school and you're watching this video, because nowadays school kids have phones, so I'm sure if you are watching this and you're in school and if you also get hit by your teachers, just raise your voice. Just complain to your parents. Do whatever it takes. Don't let them hit you, because nobody has the authority to do that. But anyways, I feel like that conversation was really important, and I'm glad I said all of that. Um, and I wish that any of the person from my school just gets to see that video and realize how evil of a person they were. But yeah, that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed the rant, and I hope you did not relate it to that, because I wish nobody would have to go through that kind of, or any kind of abuse in general. So yeah, one thing that I've been really glad about uh, is finally I started to talk about these kind of sensitive topics in my videos, which I always used to ignore. I always used to neglect these kind of topics. I used to think that I'm always gonna just show makeup and hair and fashion and all the, sunshine things, and I'm never gonna talk about the dark things, which I struggle with. I would barely ever talk about the things which actually are problematic for my mindset, but I feel like it's so important to talk about it, because the more you keep it inside, the more it kills you. The more it stays in your brain, the more it stays in your mentality, and it spoils your brain. And you think about it again and again, and you replay that scenario again and again. It's just not good. So I'm just glad I decided to literally say it all out. Hello everyone. So I think most of my vlogs have become just about me talking a lot about personal topics, but I think I'm liking it. I think it's something which I want to make mine. I want it to be my thing, that when you open my videos, you get to hear such personal topics that needs to be talked about, but people don't talk about it, right? But anyways, right now it's 7 p.m. and my brother just went out. My dad is about to come home, and I'm just alone right now. So I thought I would vlog a little bit. I haven't vlogged in like 2 days, and the reason behind it is because I haven't been doing anything really. I've just been completing my assignments. That's literally what I've been doing, and watching movies. And oh, yeah, there's one thing I can update you on. I just finished the trilogy of uh, To All the Boys I've Loved Before. And I've seen like reels, a lot of reels about it, and the only reason why I didn't wanted to watch it is because the creator, I mean the writer, is the same as The Summer I Turned Pretty, and my relationship with that show, it's almost like a love and hate relationship. Um, Love and hate because if you minus Conrad, then it's just a hate relationship. The only reason why it's a love and hate relationship is because of that one character. Um, so that's why I was just not ready to watch this trilogy. I was like, the same writer wrote this, so there's no way I'm gonna be able to watch it, because if you're gonna do the whole cheating thing again, if you're gonna normalize it again, and you're gonna make the main character look like the most miserable person, like she will make all the mistakes and still act like she's the hero who saves the day, I'm not gonna watch it. But I heard the reviews were really great. A lot of people loved the character of Peter Kavinsky and Lara Jean Covey, so I wanted to watch it based off of people's reviews. And nobody, not even a single person, has ever said a negative thing about that show. I mean, the trilogy. So I really wanted to watch it. And you know what? I loved it. I loved all three movies, and I finished all three of them in like 2 days, which is crazy. Like, watching movies was all I was doing, I guess, for 3 days, and I loved it. It's amazing, and I highly recommend it. There's literally nothing toxic about it. It's super friendly. You can literally watch it with your family, which is, I think, a plus point, because whenever I have to watch a TV show or a movie, I have to think thousands of times before watching it with my family. Most of the time, I just watch it alone because you never know what is going to pop up on the screen. It might make you uncomfortable or your family uncomfortable, and I just don't want to experience that. I've experienced it enough in my childhood, so I don't, like, I just have to be aware of what I'm going to be, watching with my family, because I want to have a good time. But yeah, it's a great teenage drama stuff, and it's a romance, teenage love romance sort of a thing, how they navigate through the stages of relationships and how they end up together, whatever it is. I love it. All three movies were just perfect. There was literally nothing that I would love to complain about. So yeah, that was my review of To All the Boys I've Loved Before. Now, judging by the title of the movie, I genuinely thought she gonna cheat again, just like Belly, because I would hate that. But no, Lara Jean is different. She has her priorities right. She knows what to do. She knows what not to do. She makes the right decisions, and she's just amazing. And she actually is the perfect standard for relationships, for the perfect girlfriend. So I feel like you should really watch it if you're all about that. As much as I talk about movies on my channel, you guys probably know that I love movies. At this point, you just know that I'm obsessed with them. So the next movie that I'm planning to watch, because whenever I finish a movie, I discover a new one or plan to discover a new one so I can watch something else after that. Because you just feel empty. You're like, what now? A movie ended, what now? I want something to feed my brain. But I've been wanting to watch some classic 2000s rom-com movies. I've already seen all of them, so I had no idea where to find more rom-com movies which were made in the 2000s, because 2000s had the best rom-coms. And so I started to dig deep. I did proper research and I found more 2000s rom-com movies, and once I watch them, I will definitely tell you what I think about it. Should I recommend it? Should I not recommend it? All things that way. But right now I'm making chai for my family, and if I don't go check if it's all right, I will mess it up. So I'm gonna go. One more thing that I wanted to tell you is today I went to college after like 5 days or something, because so many festivities are going on, Navratri is going on. So nobody is actually coming to college because everyone is going to their, like nani ghar, chachi ghar, whatever it is. So they're not coming to college. But today, me and my friend, we decided to go to college. I was like, you know what, today maybe people will come, like let's do it today. We went there, we sat for 30 minutes. There was literally nobody, no teachers, no students, nobody. We were just looking at maids cleaning the college. So it just felt like, what is wrong with us? We woke up, we got ready, we rushed up, I made my tiffin, I did everything. We went there and it was for nothing, just to come back. And so, yeah, that was the day today. And I just fell asleep and I had a really good sleep. So, yeah, today I felt like, why did I even felt like I should go to college? Because nobody cares. Nobody's gonna come until the whole festivities are over, and we should have just thought about it, but we didn't. But yeah, today is Saturday. No, today is Friday. We're gonna start from the Monday, because there's no way nobody's gonna come tomorrow. We just know it. We were sitting in an empty classroom, empty college. Literally, the whole college was empty. So, yeah, we're not going tomorrow. It's directly from Monday. I was trying to sound cool, but let's not do that. Also, I had a large Cadbury today, and I was feeling guilty about it. I was like, am I eating too much sweet? But that's how I always feel when I'm eating sweet. But that feeling of eating sweet and feeling like you're sitting on clouds is something that I will never be able to explain to anybody. I have a sweet tooth and I can't do anything about it.